friends, this is Katerina from the Evolution of Stitches, and on this video tutorial I am going to show you how to join the underarm stitches using the Kitchener stitch. So I'm here to finish the sweater by joining the stitches I have on the body part and the sleeve. Before I pick up these stitches, I'm going to pick up 3 more stitches so I won't have a big gap. I'm going to use a hook to do it because it will be easier. So what I'll do is to insert my hook here and pick up a loop which I'm going to place on the needle. And now here again you will try to find a place to pick up your stitch that won't create a big hole. So this one I will do it here. And I need one more stitch. I will insert my hook here and I will pick up this loop. So in this way I'm making the holes under the arm smaller. Now I'm going to cut or untie this piece of scrap yarn. I'm going to cut it now because I want to be quick, otherwise I would have saved it. Anyway, and now I'm going to slip the stitches. Make sure that you slip all the stitches. So I had 8 stitches here. I need to have 8 stitches again, in addition with the 3 stitches that I added. So 11 stitches in total. So now I'm going to count my stitches. So I have 11 stitches on this side. Now here I also have this arm hole. Again here I'm going to add 3 more stitches. So I'm going to look for the best place to add a stitch. I think this is one. And I'm going to place this stitch on my needle. One more stitch here. So this one. And another stitch, because you have to add the same number of stitches on both sides. So I added 3 on the other side. Now I'm going to add 3 here as well. I will take this loop from here and I will place it on the needle. And now here I've got the rest of the stitches of the sleeve. Again I'm going to cut off this piece of scrap yarn and place my stitches on the needle. So 1, 2, I'm slipping out the piece of scrap yarn, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and my last one is this one. So 8 stitches in total. So now The total number of my stitches is 22. Now I will slip all the stitches on the one side of the needle. So now all my stitches are on the circular needles. I will use size 3 circular needles because this round is after a round of lateral braid. And now I'm going to knit a round of stockinette stitch. I'm going to use the leftover yarn from the collar to knit it, and since I can begin wherever I want, I'm going to begin in the middle of the 3 stitches that I added on this side. So I will start with this stitch. I'm slipping the stitches near the tip of the needle. Now I'm going to leave a long tail and I'm going to knit my first stitch, this one. I'm going to pull the yarn a bit and knit the next one, and this one too. This is the third stitch of the new stitches. I'm going to weave in the yarn later so it will stay in place. And now these are the stitches of the lateral braid, and in order to not be as loose, I'm going to twist them and then knit them. I'm twisting them in different ways, but the result is the same. So this is the easiest way to twist them. So I will continue knitting my stitches until I get to the other side. So I have knitted this knit stitch round, and now I have placed my stitches like this, so I have the same number of stitches on this side and on that side of the needles. And now I'm going to use the Kitchener stitch in order to join the two sides. I have already threaded my needle, as you can see. Please make sure that your working yarn is at the back needle. And now what I'm going to do is to insert my needle to the first stitch of the front needle, and I'm doing it knitwise. My tail is still too long, but I hate to cut it. You never know, maybe I will use the rest later. I pulled the yarn through the first stitch knitwise, and I'm going to drop this stitch off the needle. I am going to insert my needle pairwise to the stitch which is first now on the knitting needle. But this time I'm going to do it purlwise, as I said. And also I'm not going to slip this stitch off the needle. And now I'll work at the back. So now I'm going to insert my needle on this stitch on the back needle purlwise. Please make sure that the yarn is below the needle, but just to show you that it can be fixed, I will leave it here for now and I will fix it later. This stitch I'm going to slip off the needle and I'm going to insert my needle on the second, first now on the back needle. I'm going to insert my needle knitwise and I'm going to pull up the yarn. So this stitch still is on the needle. Now I'm going back to this stitch. I haven't pulled the yarn enough, so now I'm going back to this stitch which is on. So this is the yarn. Please make sure to don't do such mistakes. So now I'm going to go back to this stitch. I'm going to insert my needle knitwise, pull up the yarn, and I'm going to slip it through the needle. And now I'm going to insert my needle on the next one purlwise. But this stitch still is on the needle, and again I'm going to go back to this stitch purlwise, slip it from the needle, and then now I'm going to go to the next to this stitch but knitwise. And back again to the stitch on the front needle knitwise, but I'm going to slip this off the needle and insert my needle to the next one purlwise. So like this. And if you can see, we create the V's that look like knit stitches. I'm going to work the rest of my stitches, and when I finish I will come and show you the end result. So in this way I have finished grafting my underarm. As you can see, you cannot see much difference between the knit stitches and this grafting. Now I will cut a long tail of my yarn and I will weave all my ends, and then I will come to show you the end result. So please weave in your ends and I will see you then. So this is the finished jumper of my tutorial. I think it's cute, isn't it? And not very difficult to knit. Of course, it's size adjustable, so please try knitting one too. I hope you liked my tutorial. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. There will be more beautiful patterns for you to use. Bye for now. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.